An Alberta mother is warning other parents tonight about a terrifying online extremist network that targeted her teenage daughter. The group, known as 764, lures vulnerable youth through seemingly innocent video game platforms to manipulate and exploit them in horrific ways. It has been the target of police stings in the United States, but little has been done about it by any Canadian law enforcement. Terry Fikowski has more in this exclusive report.
This quiet rural community is the last place you'd expect a child to be targeted by a violent international extremist network, but that's the living nightmare unfolding for the mother of a 14-year-old girl in small-town central Alberta. CTV is not identifying her or the family's location for their safety.
She locks herself in her room. She doesn't want to associate with anyone in the home.
Her daughter struggled with her mental health for years, but things escalated to a frightening tipping point roughly a year ago.
She'd written on her wall in blood. She had cut herself here and carved on her legs.
She also discovered disturbing sexually exploitive pictures and conversations on her phone with a member of 764, an ideologically motivated child exploitation enterprise formed in 2021, named after the founder's zip code in Texas. The founder of the group, who was just 15 at the time, is now serving an 80-year prison sentence, and the FBI has charged other alleged leaders. A few teens have been charged here in Canada, but the RCMP says 764 operates under a number of different aliases, making it hard to pin down and remains a serious threat.
It is a combination of neo-Nazism, Satanism, and self-harm. They also call it accelerationism, which means basically trying to get to the point where it's anarchy.
Members use encrypted platforms like the instant messaging service Discord. They also use popular online games Roblox and Minecraft to recruit youth.
The most disturbing stuff that you can imagine. Not only are they getting kids to self-harm, but they're also convincing their kids to, kill and mutilate animals, family pets, abuse siblings.
She's told me she'll stab me in my sleep.
Desperate to protect her family, this mother took away her daughter's phone and devices, only to learn she was still accessing the platforms at school, and says seeking support from the school board, healthcare system, and police has been an exhausting uphill battle.
She doesn't think I care, but I'm doing this all because I love her.
Nobody has been charged, but she's not giving up.
And Terry joins us now. Terry, this is going to be so worrying for parents when they hear this. So what should they be looking for?
Well, police say that first and foremost, you should be watching what your child is doing online, monitoring their activity. But there are some key indicators that they could be targeted by 764 members. Of course, a lot of teenagers do keep to themselves, but be aware if your child is being excessively withdrawn or moody. You'll also want to pay attention if they suddenly become infatuated with new online friends or a network. And if you notice that family pets are suddenly becoming fearful or younger siblings in the home, that's another red flag. Also, police say if your child starts writing in blood or covering their skin in unusual ways, maybe using excessive bandages, something to watch for. And if they start to show a sudden interest in things like conspiracy theories, Nazism, school shootings, or serial killers, just some things to watch out for.
Wow. Okay. So if you do see any of these warning signs or you discover that your child is actually being targeted, then what?
Well, first and foremost, RCMP say that it's really important to let your child know that they're not going to be in trouble if they had started to engage in some of these activities, and they should tell a trusted adult. But when you know that this is going on, first stop all communication and don't give in to any of the threats. Well, you might think to delete the accounts. Don't do that. Instead, just deactivate it. And then RCMP are asking that you take screenshots or save images of your messaging, the person's profile picture or their username, and then report it to RCMP or police in your area so that they can investigate this. And I know this is a lot to take in, but we do have more tips and red flags and information on this group up on our CTV Calgary website.
Okay, that's excellent. Terry Fikowski reporting. Terry, thank you for that. That's all really good information.
Thank you.
Thank you.